just want to welcome you all to Bowie. I want to thank the parents for bringing their children out here. This is going to be one of the most important programs you will ever have. And I really admire the fact that you will get up out of your bed early on a Saturday morning to come and learn. One of the things they were asking you is, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Why do you want to work for someone else?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex Thomas. I work with Wells Fargo Bank. I've been a banker for about 4 years now, specializing in business banking for about 2. Thank you, Harry, for inviting us back out. We've done a couple things with Pursuing a Dream Corporation before. The easiest way to build your credit is to pay your bills on time. There's no secret. There's no credit genie. Okay. Pay your bills on time. Develop a good working relationship with your banker or lender. Okay, that's something we take pride in at Wells Fargo. That's why it says personal banker. Okay, I have a book of business. I have clients that I touch base with weekly.
Basically, I started my company when I was in the 5th grade for a community service bazaar. And we had to raise money for a charity, and I raised it for Sibley Hospital. And people started to ask for more and more soap, so I decided to turn it into a business.
And I'm happy to be here in front of you all today. And as he said, my name is DeAnne Mayo, and I also go by Miss Cookie. And I am a teen entrepreneur as well as a hip-hop artist as well. And so actually I'm just here to really share with you all today about my story and how I got started and, you know, what inspired me. So from the very beginning, when I first started, I was 13. And my mom came home to homeschool my brothers and I. And so at the time, I was taking a home ec course and a business course. And I'm learning about becoming an entrepreneur. And, you know, I've always wanted to have my own business, you know, just to have my own money in my pocket. You know, my parents have always, you know, from growing up, they've always been like, you know, you have to learn how to provide for yourself. Because they're not always going to be here, or they're not always going to be able to guide me through life. And so with that, I decided, okay, I'm learning about how to become an entrepreneur.
HR, and we provide HR for small businesses and startups. It's one of the things that are furthest on a lot of startup and employers' minds about getting their HR together. But with the information we heard today about 95% of businesses failing because of the owner's lack of expertise and experience, not a lot of business owners that start their business have a background in HR or understand HR law and things like that. So we come in as a support and help them continue.
What I want to touch on are some things that I've learned over the years that are so important to know. These other presenters, they gave you some great things to look into, but there's some personal things I think you need to know to really be successful in business. And I talk with my hands, so I'm going to put this down. For me, between the ages of 18 to 25, I can't begin to tell you how many businesses I started and failed at. I mean, in my home today, I have a drawer with so many business cards of so many things I did that failed or that I gave up on. It took years of consistency, learning through those failures to get it right. I am in my 30s and I got it right. And it came from all of those lessons.
So my name is Henry and I manage the seed funding program for a company called TETRO, or Maryland Technology Development Corporation. I've been there for probably for about close to 9.5 years now, managing their seed funding program. So I've been there for a long time. And Alex from Wells Fargo talked about business plans. That's pretty much, I mean, I do a lot of that. I go through a lot of business plans, try to decide which ones are interesting enough for our review committee to consider. And we do have a number of other programs as well. The program that I'm in charge of is pretty much the seed funding for early stage companies, providing up to $100,000. But we do have funding programs for universities, also funding programs for a bit later stage companies, kind of early venture capital type of stage.
You got a lot going on with an interview. Even if you start your own business, guess what? You still might have to interview. You might have to interview because when you go before the bank, they're going to look at you in a particular way on how you present yourself. So it's really important on how you present yourself. First thing I want to ask, a real quick question. I work with Men's Wearhouse, been with Men's Wearhouse for about 7 years. Now, how long do you think Men's Wearhouse has been in operation? Real quick. Now, and y'all have been really, really slow on the answers. I want y'all to answer quick so we can roll through this. How many years you think we've been in operation? Yes?
Probably 10 years.
10 years, good number, but it's a little more than that. Yes?
20?
Very good, double that.
I was going to say 45.
40 years. 40 years. Now watch this. How many years, how many stores do you think we've amassed in 40 years? Come on. Just take a stab at it. Bang. Say it again. More than 1,000. Now you're really good because most of the time you hear these little 10 stores, 20 stores. Guess what? 1,200 stores. Do your math. 40 years, 1,200 stores. Here's the big question. How did it start? Come on, quickly. How did it start?
Just
Hit
the
me.
idea.
As one store?
As one store. Doesn't that sound like one store? No. How did it start? Come on. Come on.
Somebody's basement.
Bam, really, really close.
One man sitting on his sofa.
One man sitting on the sofa. How about one man out of his trunk? You got to put on your very, very best. How many shy people we got in the room? How many shy people? How many shy people we got in the room? Listen, when you go for the interview, leave shy at home. You're trying to put forth your very best. You want this job, don't you? It might, listen, landing this job might be the big difference between 10 or 15,000 to 40 to 50,000.
I think this program is really important to help the youth understand what it takes to start a business and how to be financially successful.
I think the program is important because our young people need a plan, a guideline, some foundational tools, and I believe this program gives them the foundation so they can be entrepreneurs, that they can start their own business or be a great part of another corporation.
Hi, it's Joey Price from Jumpstart HR. I'm very thankful for the Pursuing a Dream Corporation. They were able to provide students with great information about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, learn from the failures and successes of other young entrepreneurs, and great tips on funding your business, planning your business, and dressing well for your interviews or your pitches or your networking events.
Hi, my name's Henry An. I think it's a great program. I think it's a good, fun way of learning things. You guys should really put on the show at school auditoriums with a much bigger crowd because I think it's a great program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is DeAnne, Mayo, and I believe that this program is great because it gives the young people insight on what it is to own their own company and to become great and to just exceed in everything that they do.
My name is Patrice Washington, and I am so happy to have been a part of Young Risers. I believe it's very important that youth hear success stories and gain keys to success from individuals who have gone through the process and who can share firsthand knowledge.